Yo, what's up, guys? Your boy Pick'em MMA. We're back with another one. We're gonna talk about UFC's Louisville best bets. So we're gonna talk about the lock of the week. We've been on a 4-0 run for lock of the weeks and last for UFC cards. We hit the last 6 of 7 lock of the week, so I'm trying to keep that momentum rolling for next week. So let's see how we do next week, and let's do a quick recap for UFC 302, guys. UFC 302 was good for us. It could have been better if that main event didn't go as long as it did. It went over 4.5 rounds, which I didn't really see that coming. I'll be honest with you guys. I thought it was gonna be early night for Poirier, but credit to Poirier, man. Poirier was out there fighting every takedown that I'm actually trying to get him down. He kept getting back up. His takedown defense looked a lot better training with Gamrot. So that definitely went longer than I expected. We hit the lock of the week. Strickland, told you guys, Strickland's not losing to Paulo Costa, man. Paulo Costa's like whatever. He's like alright, but yeah, he got outboxed by Marmotori, man. If you're getting outboxed by Marmotori, I can't really pick you to beat a guy like Strickland. I mean, Strickland was walking him down the whole time. I can't believe that one judge had a 49-46 for Costa. I don't know what that judge was smoking. That was definitely really weird. I'll be honest with you guys right now. But yeah, we hit. I give you guys a money line, straight money play on Strickland, and I told you guys to take the Strickland to win in over 2.5 rounds. I picked him by decision, but I was worried that Costa might gas out later in the fight, might get finished. But I didn't think the finish was that likely. But I'll give you guys a playable prop on that one. For best bets, we hit Gelatin Meda ITD. I picked Gelatin Meda by submission, but I was worried he might go for a ground and pound finish. Sometimes these grapplers, they look for a ground and pound. They want to get their first TKO win in the UFC. But Almeida got the first round submission, so I was happy with that call there. We had Holland by ITD also. I picked Holland by submission. I bet him live on the live stream. If you guys are there watching the live stream, we got him at plus 240 on the live stream. Bet him at by submission plus 240. Yeah, I picked the submission. I picked him to beat Mikhail Olajic by submission. And Mikhail dropped him. Mikhail has some power. We all know that. I mean, we all knew that, right? Mikhail, as a former light heavyweight, this guy can crack on the feet. He can drop people, but he just can't defend submissions. I mean, that's all it comes down to for Mikhail Olajic. This guy has no submission defense. So it is what it is, for Mikhail Olajic. And Edwards plus 3.5 points. All he needed to do was win one round and all three judges' scorecards, but the judges were all over the place last week. So I don't think that hit. I didn't play that myself. I'm not like fully sure. I think you need all three judges score the round for Pacific Fighter for that plus then you have to cash. And one judge had it 30-27. I honestly thought it was 28-28 for Perez, but 30-27 is alright though. Whatever. We missed the main event. I mean, like I said earlier, it went longer than I expected. Really, I'll be honest with you guys. Like I was like, this probably gonna end early. This fight's probably gonna end under like 3.5 rounds, under 2.5 rounds. I had the unders in a couple of parlays, two parlays, so I could have had it like over almost like a 80% ROI on the night. But those that main event going over as long as it did. Definitely killed two more parlays, but it is what it is. We missed a long shot prop of the week. Half is by TKO. Now Gallo's chin, bro. This guy's chin, the time off has really worked for him. He looked a lot better out there. I mean, Gallo was looking really good out there. Even though like Hafiz was landing the more damaging shots out there, Gallo actually came back and looked better after the time off that he's had. So his chin was holding up because Hafiz was cracking with some big shots, and he was able to take those shots pretty well on the chin. Overall, man, I'm happy with the UFC 302. We went 10-2 on picks overall. The only picks that we missed on was Morono by TKO, and we missed Cesar Almeida by decision. I had a feeling that fight's gonna go longer, but I was worried that Kapla might be able to mix in takedowns, and that's what he was able to do. He was able to mix in takedowns when he was getting tired in the second, third round. So overall, man, I'm happy with the night. Almost 1.7 units in profit last week. So if you guys want to see the full betting recap, it's all posted in the community section. I post it every time after a UFC card. So if that's something you want to check out, you can check that out in the community section. All right, guys, let's talk about UFC Louisville, Kentucky. It's gonna be a good card, man. I'm happy we're not going back to the Apex after that terrible card at UFC 302. Not a lot of finishes, man. There were only like three finishes on the card. We picked all the finishes. We picked Islam by submission. I picked Holland by submission. Jalton Mera by submission. So we got all the method victory picks right last week. But there's only three finishes, man. I definitely would have liked to see more finishes, and there's no knockouts either. So that was really disappointing. All right, guys, lock the week for UFC. Louisville is gonna be Ludwig Klein. I'm gonna go with Ludwig Klein. We're 6-1 on the last 7 UFC events for lock the weeks. We're 4-0 in the last 4 weeks for UFC. I think Ludwig Klein, as long as he doesn't go for his own takedowns, I really don't want to see him offensively wrestle Moises, because Moises has high level jiu-jitsu. So hopefully he doesn't grapple Moises here. He should be able to keep it on the feet, and he's got way better striking on the feet, way better hands, more power on the feet also. I feel like he just needs to check those leg kicks. He's got solid takedown defense at over 80% takedown defense. Hasn't really been tested yet. I mean, Moises is not really like a crazy wrestler. He can go for takedowns on those body lock takedowns, inside trip takedowns. But I think Ludwig Klein's gonna be fine, man. I like Ludwig Klein here. I think he's gonna get the job done. I was thinking about picking someone like that I'm crazy confident in, but the lines are kind of crazy. So I want to give you guys a playable lock of the week here, and I think Ludwig Klein's gonna get it done, bro. I know he's been subbed twice, so there's always you're probably gonna be worried if you're betting on a guy like this, but I think he's getting better, man. Even the Moises is like, he's still only 29 years old. Both of these guys are 29 years old, right in their prime right now. I just like the striking from Ludwig Klein a lot more. I think he's more technical on the feet. Has a decent enough takedown defense. The only way I see him getting subbed in this fight if he offensively wrestles Moises and gets his back taken at some point. But I don't really see that happening. I think Ludwig Klein's gonna be good. I think he's gonna be fine here. I think Ludwig Klein by decision more likely, but I like the money line. I got him in a parlay, couple of parlays, so I like Ludwig Klein. Even money, I mean, this is basically even money. I mean, no one's, he's not like a big favorite or anything. Minus 125 Ludwig Klein, more volume on the feet, better striker, solid takedown defense. As long as his fight IQ is not terrible out there, he should win this fight. So that's gonna be our lock of the week for UFC Louisville. Let's see if we can keep the momentum going and go 5 in a row for lock of the weeks. Alright, guys, now let's not talk about best bets now. UFC Louisville best bets. I like Royal Jr. here, man. I'll be honest with you guys. I know the money line's 2-1, but I like him here. I know he's only 19 years old. I just don't think Tertius is all that good. His takedown defense is some of the worst takedown defense I've seen at bantamweight. I think Royal Jr. will get those takedowns easy, and he's going to be able to control him on the ground. And Tertius is not really going to be able to make him work like crazy like Christian Rodriguez did, where he's gonna gas him out, and Roja Jr. was close to finishing him in that first round by a renegade choke. So I don't know if he's gonna submit Tertius. I think submission could be there, but I like the money line in the parlay. I think the takedowns are gonna be super easy for Roja Jr. here. Even Navida was taking on Tertius' last fight. He barely won that fight by split decision. And I think Roja Jr. striking is gonna look better too. He's only 19 years old, so we gotta give him time. He's only had one bad performance so far. This is a good fight for him. This is a good fight. We were supposed to see this fight a couple of months ago, but I guess he pulled out. Hopefully he doesn't pull out from this fight. Alright, guys, let's talk about next best bet on the card is going to be Andrea KGB Lee by decision, plus 130. Now, this is a rematch. I'm sure you guys already know that. She's a better striker, better kickboxer, has more weapons on the feet. She's not that easy to control. She does get taken down. She was getting taken down by Montana De La Rosa, her first fight, but she kept getting back up and making Montana work on the feet. She was making her work for those takedowns, making her work, trying to hold her down. Montana, just striking is just not really that good, and I don't think she's gonna rack up enough control time in a 15-minute fight where she's gonna win this fight by decision. I think Andrea Lee can cut her with some elbows, kick her to the body, slow her down, and I think she's gonna win. Andrea KGB Lee by decision plus 130. She's 35 years old, so I mean there's a worry about her maybe looking really slow out there, but I don't think Montana is really gonna be a crazy good striker on the feet where she's gonna look crazy faster than Andrea KGB Lee. So I'm gonna pick Lee by decision plus 130. That's our second best bet on the card. Alright, guys, let's talk about the next best bet on the card is going to be Daniel Marcos, money line, and by decision. I think he wins by decision. Now, this is like I am kind of worried about him getting taken down maybe, but his takedown defense is solid. Even though no one hasn't really fought anyone that's gonna be offensively grappling him. Castaneda's fine. He's okay with striking sometimes. Castaneda's not really doesn't really stick to a game plan like wrestling game plan. And I remember that Kungo Khan fight. I mean, he was attempting takedowns, almost got him down like once. Then wasn't really going back to the takedowns because he was having success on the feet with the striking. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Marcos. I think Marcos can outwork him. Maybe land some elbows in the clinch and stuff. And as Castaneda's going for takedowns. Now Castaneda throws nice leg kicks, so Marco's he's gonna need to be careful with those leg kicks. He should check those leg kicks. He's got his own leg kicks too, so I could see him having success with his own leg kicks. So that's gonna be your third best bet on the card. Daniel Marcos. Moneyline is what I'm calling. That's what I like mostly because it's almost even money. But I think the decision prop, there's a lot of value in the decision prop for Marcos here. Plus 175 for Daniel Marcos by decision. Alright guys, let's talk about next best bet on the card. It's gonna be Taylor Lapilus minus 230. Now I think he's gonna win by decision, but you never know. He's a high level striker, man. He might be able to catch a Stamen with something crazy like a head kick or like a knee up the middle or something. That Stamen trying to shoot a takedown. Stamen is a good boxer, so Stamen can probably strike with him on the feet, but I think Lapilus is gonna be slicker. He's gonna have the more output out there. He's gonna be catching him from the outside. He's gonna have the reach advantage. He's also been active right now. Stamen's coming back after almost a year off. Better striker, good get up game. Even though Freed Bosra was taking him down, I was all over Freed Bosra. I had a couple bets on him and had him in parlays and stuff. Had the over 2.5 there also. But yeah, he kept getting back up, man. So Freed couldn't really transition position on the ground, couldn't really get a submission off or anything. So I like Lapilus here. I think Lapilus is gonna get the job done. I like Lapilus moneyline minus 230 is not terrible for parlays and stuff. You're gonna see him parlays later when we talk about parlays, and he's gonna outstrike Stamen. It might be 28-28, but I think he's gonna win the fight. I'm pretty confident Taylor Lapilus here. All right, guys. Next best bet on the card is gonna be last best bet on the card is gonna be fight does not go the distance in Soriano versus Baeza fight. Now both of these guys are dangerous. I mean, I think Baeza's got better striking. He's more technical. Baeza also has more power. I feel like he's got one punch power. Soriano's got power too if he lands a clean shot, but his hooks are really telegraphed. But I see one of them catching each other, and I think one of them is gonna go to sleep. I think Soriano is gonna go to sleep. I'm picking Baeza, but 2-year layoff, so I can't really tell you guys to go bet on him at 2-1. A guy that's coming back after a 2-year layoff, I just wouldn't feel comfortable giving you guys that play. But I like they both have questionable durability, man. I mean, Baeza got knocked out by Andre Fialho. Andre Fialho was on the run back then, so to be fair to Fialho. But Baeza's been getting knocked out back to back, and at least he's taking some time off. He's letting that chin recover. This is going to be a striking fight. I don't think anyone's going to really offensively grapple in this fight. Baeza could offensively grapple, but Soriano is a good wrestler, has decent takedown defense. I think someone's going to go to sleep here. I like the fight does not go to this at minus 280. I think that's a good parlay piece. Alright guys, let's talk about parlays now. Guys, make sure you guys drop a like on this video. Sub to the channel. We're trying to work our way to 2K subscribers. I appreciate you guys for the support. As always, leaving comments down below for the YouTube algorithm. So I seen AJ from MMA Experts doing his parlays like this. I like this format for parlays. So we're going to talk about the safest parlays to the risky parlays. I like Roger Jr. and plus Lapilus plus 101. I think that's a good safe parlay. I'm confident both of them to win their fights, and that's really safe. I think that's one of the safest parlays on the card. And then if you want to go with the safer parlay and get more juice on the get a little bit more juice on the parlay, plus 128. I like Bruno Ferreira moneyline under 2.5 rounds in the Baeza versus Soriano fight, and you can take Katona to juice up that parlay at plus 128. Now this is a mid-level confidence pick parlay. I mean, I'm confident Klein. I think Klein's gonna win. Katona over 2.5 rounds in the Marcos and John Castaneda fight plus 189. I think that's good. I think that can cash. I really think that can cash. As long as Klein wins, my lock of the week wins, I think that's gonna cash. If you want to get risky parlay, like a little bit risky parlay, Bruno Ferreira is not a risky leg. Lapillus, I'm confident Bruno Ferrer. I'm confident Taylor Lapillus. The only guy I'm not that confident is Imavov. I think Imavov is gonna be better, man. He's also way younger. He's getting better out there training with some high level guys. I think he's a decent kickboxer. His footwork's gonna give Cannonier a lot of problems out there. It's a 5 round fight. I mean, Cannonier is coming back after an injury. Now, Cannonier was supposed to fight Hamza Chimaev like a couple months ago, but he couldn't make it because he was dealing with an injury. So he's also 40 years old. He doesn't really look like a 40. Doesn't really fight like a 40-year-old out there. But I think Imavov can probably outwork him in a 5 round matchup. Maybe probably gonna be a close fight though. But that's a little bit of risky parlay there. If you want to risk like a lot of juice on the parlay, Klein, Marcos, and Imavov, that's my riskiest parlay on the card. Guys, be careful with your parlays. Keep your parlays to a couple of legs. This is a tough card. I feel like this is not gonna be a lot of chalk. I feel like on this card. I mean, a lot of 50-50 fights on this card. They're not like crazy favorites on this card. There's only like a few guys that are like 2-1, 3-1 on this card. You guys, yeah, I appreciate you guys watching this video. Let me know if you guys enjoyed the breakdown. If you guys enjoy the best bets, if you like the best bets, if you like the lock of the week, if you're rocking with my lock of the week this week. I know a couple of people weren't really liking my lock of the week last week, Strickland. I know a lot of people were on that Costa hype. But Costa's a guy that's gonna let you down over and over, man. I know people like betting on Costa every time he's out there fighting, like Whitaker fight, Strickland fight. I mean, no, he can't get over these. He can't get a win over these top 5 level guys, and you see that's the thing about Costa. But yeah, I'm hoping to keep the lock of the week straight going. Let's go 5 in a row this week, and I'll see you guys the next one, man. Take it easy, guys. I'm gonna do a breakdown for PFO. Also, we got a PFO card coming up this Saturday. And also, I'm going to be live for 1FC. There's a lot of really good fights in 1FC this week. On this Friday. I'm also going to be live for maybe KSW during the day. I'll be live for KSW maybe. And I'll be live for this card, obviously, Cannonier versus Imavov. And also, maybe I'll be live for PFO. I'm not sure if I'll be live for PFO because that's going to be around like midday on Saturday. So I was hoping the PFO was going to be on Friday. So I was going to be live for PFO on Friday. But it is what it is. But you guys, I'm out of here, man. I appreciate you guys watching this content. I appreciate you guys for the support as always. If you guys wanna see like see the bets, how much money I'm placing on bets and stuff, I put out a full betting slate for my members as a perk for supporting the channel. If you guys are interested in something like that, it's only $4.99 a month. It's just something you want to do. But if you guys have a question for me, you can always hit me up on Instagram or Twitter, and I reply to everyone out there. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy, guys. Good luck on all your bets. And see you guys in the next one. Later.